been sketching a little witch, like it's going to be like a sticker type design, probably for Halloween or something. Just doodling really, nothing serious. Yeah, I was going to have like stars and like crescent moon shapes just in the background with like a blue midnight sky background in between them shapes. It might work out okay. Just a little doodle. And also I'm working on this little sketch that I started last night, and there's also that one. Do bits of them, but I'm gonna sketch something new as well. But this one needs more work added to it. Another skull with tentacles. Always the case. Always the case. I think of the eyes, I'm gonna have like the eyeballs, like sort of the pupils or whatever, or the main bits of the eyes just rolling back into the top of the eyes, you know, so it looks really, don't know, cool looking, hopefully. Also I found, I forgot about this this mermaid drawing that I started, I think it was last year. I'm looking back on it now. I sort of lost confidence with the, you know, the structure of the arms and things like that, but I think I can just still ink that and try and do bits and bobs of it. I think not really comfortable drawing, you know, mermaid type things, but it was like just something nice to draw instead of the usual stuff. Nice to have a break now and then. But yeah, I did have some masking tape on that side and the top bit, but it came off. I can always put some more on because I want a border around the edges. I was thinking about Copic marker colouring. I already started adding some grey there, but like I said, I just didn't finish inking the rest of it. The chin I wasn't too sure about. The shape of the face is all wrong, but I think I can just carry on with it at some point. I don't know when. So yeah, there is that. Probably other drawings that I haven't finished, but oh well. It's always the case. Hi there, so I've been thinking about a problem that I've had. It's not really a problem really, it's just an idea whether to actually go back to these old quick sketches that I've done and whether they actually should be made into like a proper illustration, or whether I could, or whether I should, or should I redraw it or something. I just don't know. I've gone back to a few other pieces of artwork where I've quickly sketched something like this and then I've spent more time on it, added more detail and things like that, and it's just worked out really well. But other times I don't know. I'm not sure whether going back to certain ideas or even like quick sketches like this is worth my time, but I don't know. I think in the right circumstances, if a drawing is okay, it's got a good little foundation on it. Like this one, it's got the zombie there, the human character having his neck bitten. There's a zombie there, zombie head. I'm not sure about that little figure of the zombie there, but there's something there that can be expanded upon, added detail maybe in the background, maybe, I don't know. Just don't know. I think it's a good idea in certain ways, I suppose. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll work on this just like off camera, and then I'll come back right at the end of the vlogging day and just see if it looks any better. I think just adding more detail and things like that, erase the pencil lines and things like that. Yeah, maybe a bit of darkness in the background or something just to highlight certain figures. I don't know, maybe get rid of that little figure there, I don't know. We'll see. I'll just do something with it and come back to it. But I think it is a really good idea to go back to certain, you know, ideas and drawings. So it's just something that I've thought about. I don't know if, you know, you have like drawings that you might want to work on or something like that you've like sort of like left, like quick drawings, and just decide whether they're any good to work on. I don't know. So this is as far as I got, trying to add more detail to this. I've added loads of detail on that zombie there and the zombie there. I'm still unsure about that zombie in the background. I might have just erased that. But I've darkened the background as well. This little explosion there, I don't know if that's going to stay there or what, because it's a bit confusing or a bit out of place, I don't know. I might just do a full black background perhaps, and so it's just focusing on these few little elements. But yeah, I just like adding loads of detail to this. And zombie attack, still a way to go on it, but yeah, just maybe more detail, white details and darker highlights. Well, darker highlights, that doesn't make sense. Darker shadows and then highlights. And erase the pencil lines, like I said. And yeah, I think it's worth going back to your old quick sketches. Particularly this was really just a quick ink sketch, probably designed for me to go back and add lots of detail or redraw at some point, but I think it is a good idea to do that. So yeah, it's going okay so far. I like just spending time inking. Been using like the old Pigma microns and switching between the Unipin fine liners. I used like a Pilot permanent marker just for the background. That's all I could find. I've got plenty of Sharpie markers, I just have to find them all. So yeah, it's good to do that. I like it so far anyway. So this morning I'll just be inking a large amount of this. I'm not sure if I'll continue finishing it or anything like that. It's just as a warm up, just to get me back into inking and drawing after yesterday's break. So it's got like it's like an undead skeleton warrior, but it's been impaled by like wooden stakes. Like there's one, obviously through its helmet and shoulder piece. So I'm just going to do some thick lines as I always do. Just try and just make a starting point. And maybe think about the shadow of the little spear things. Try and add some nice lines there and some lines there just to help. I'm still undecided whether the arm's still there or it's hanging off, just like being cut off or something. I think it's been cut off or hacked off, so and so all this is just like flesh, bit of chainmail at the top, which I'll try and sketch in a bit further. Maybe a thick line underneath on the arm a bit there, and just try and work out just the shape of the armour really. Doing like a thick line there, and under that horn there. Nice thick line under there. Possibly more shadowing on that spike from that wooden spear. Darkened out eye there, eye socket, and the eyeball will just fall there. A lot of damage to this like helmet, which I'll try and add lots of detail with like thinner ink pens and things like that. So I'll switch to a thinner ink pen, as I always do. I think I'll use a Copic multi-liner for this one. Using R3, that's thin enough. Drawing board keeps moving. Like I said, lots of damage to this helmet, lots of cracks and things like cuts from swords and things, I don't know. Like it's been in a real bad battle. Well, obviously like he's been impaled by sticks, but it's just about working out, also like making sense of your pencil sketch. I've kept it quite loose because I quite often like, you know, interpreting. Yeah, I think I should use big words. Yeah, I like making sense of, you know, the pencil sketch. So, got teeth. Maybe make them all like crooked and maybe a couple missing here and there. And on the top as well, the missing tooth. Just more detail really. Try and fill it all in. Make sense of it. The last tooth there, but the rest are all just been knocked out. So it's just about adding loads of inky details like I always do with these drawings. Maybe forget about the teeth on the other side of the mouth. I always seem to forget about that. Yes, jolly good. And like little details on the. I can pick the paper up. There we go. Bring it down. And get these like rivets. Maybe make them round instead of like grains of rice. And the spear bit as well. So we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Adding, fleshing this one out.